And I'm back with another Front Row Talk podcast, a podcast with expensive opinions. Before I start, make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, and you share this video. Check the description down below. We'll have my link for my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Check last episode 176, where I talked about the NBA trade deadline. Uh, kind of a bit disappointed on that. I talked about it, I think, when there was about 48 hours left. It's like 2 days left of it. Um, Complete disappointment. I think everybody wanted to see Giannis go to another team. Didn't happen. Supposedly they weren't even like Giannis didn't even really request a trade. I don't know. It was just all over the place. But now, as you can see by the title of this episode, I'm gonna be talking about music. Um, I've been covering music on this podcast for a long time. Been off and on, because not every week I would put my focus on music, especially since I, I just don't care to cover certain artists. To be honest, certain artists I don't listen to, so I don't want to come up here and fake and give my thoughts when I don't really, listen to those artists. But as you can see by the title, I'll be talking about Baby Keem's upcoming album. Let's get straight into it. So, we got the news today that Baby Keem will be dropping an album February 20th. It is currently February 10th, so 10 days from now, he'll be dropping an album. Um, I'm I'm excited because this is a second album, second studio album, like literally. So he's still new to this album stuff, but also because his first album was really good. It came out 2021, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just get the name. I forget something blues. But what I would say is that that album was really good because I remember bumping it a lot um, when it first came out, and it came out around the time where Drake dropped Certified Lover Boy, and Kanye dropped uh, Donda. So the melodic blue, yeah, the melodic blue. Um, so yeah, it came around that time. So it was a lot of good music that year, at least for me. So it's 5 years later, and he's dropping an album. It's called Casino. I'll put an image of the album up. But he's feeding his fans after 5 years. Kind of normally reminds me of like Travis Scott. Travis Scott takes some time to come back with an album, but since Baby Keem this is his second album in general, he's probably still, you know, dealing with just finding a certain sound or taking the time he's taken to come back with something that's really really good. But by the way, for those who don't know, Baby Keem is like Kendrick Lamar's like second cousin or something like that. So he's with Kendrick's camp. So I think that I think he'll definitely have some advice from Kendrick. And already, Baby Keem is not somebody who's really under the spotlight. He's not really public. He's not out there like that. So he could kind of get away with not dropping an album every year, every 2 years, just because not that we forgot about him, but in other ways we kind of forgot. Like drop good music, he goes back to whatever he's doing, whether it's family time, or just working on his music or whatever else. And then he comes back whenever he comes back. Of course, this favors certain artists, and then for certain artists, it's like okay, cool, we let it slide. But yeah, no, Casino on the way February 20th. I want to get straight into the track list. We have song number 1 called No Security, number 2 Casino, number 3 Birds and the Bees, number 4 Good Flirt featuring Kendrick Lamar and Momo Boyd. I don't know who that is. Fifth song is House Money, number 6 I Am Not a Lyricist. Uh, that one sounds pretty funny because I feel like he might really rap on that one. Then it has Sex Appeal featuring Too Short, Tubi featuring Shay Aku. Hopefully, I'm saying it correct. Then we have Highway 95 Part 2. Song number 10 is Circus Circus Freestyle. 11 Dramatic Girl. And the last song is No Blame. A lot of people, of course, who are Baby Keem fans, like hardcore fans, I don't consider myself that, are pretty mad that he took 5 years, but he's coming around with 12 songs. To me, I don't really care, but I would feel away if my favorite artist, you know, doesn't come around with at least 15 plus songs, especially when you don't know when he's like really dropping again. So it makes it a bit frustrating. But I would say that it being 12 songs, it's easier to digest, easier to like consume the music, and I feel like people will go back to it more. And I mean, it's easier to know which one's your favorite song, which one's a hit, which one's. So I think that for 12 songs, I think that the music will last and people will actually like it. Now, of course, my opinions could change, but I think it's good, to be honest. I'm definitely tuning in, and I think he has like a whole documentary coming out with it. I think he had Kendrick Lamar with uh with him in a video explaining something, how they relate. So I mean it's the rollout has all been happening today, like the name of the album, the track list. He's actually also going on tour in April, from April to September. So he's going like on a 5-6 month tour. Um, Pretty sure he's performing some of his old music as well, but probably maybe featured, like the tour may be more focused on this new project, and I think he's doing it good. Crazy thing is I didn't come up here and talked about J. Cole's album. Not the biggest J. Cole fan either. I do respect him as a rapper though, and the work he's done. But I would have to say that like this Baby Keem news kind of took some attention away, because right now it's February 10th. The Cole album dropped on the 6th. It's been 4 days, and it's felt like it's been a week, but that's because we had the whole halftime show, so people's attention was on that too, and not only that, but the Super Bowl. I don't know. Nowadays, it's hard to keep people's attention. People's attention spans have shortened. I mean, with everything, so it's tough to like actually get the attention. Is easy to gain, but for you to keep it is really tough. Which is why not every artist could get away with 20 plus song projects. Um, so him having 12 songs, and if he at least goes 10 for 12, probably even 9 for 12, could probably get away with it. But I think he should definitely have no misses on it. I mean, it's tough if you have 3-4 misses on a 12 song project. It's like, damn, like So it makes it easier to consume, but harder for like, you know, you might have harder feedback just because you didn't do a perfect job, even though, you know, this music stuff is opinion based. So you may like a song, I may like a song, somebody else may not. So it's tough. It's tough. It's a sticky subject, but I mean, 5 years since he dropped his last project, so definitely excited about that. Um, the tour, I mean, it may do, maybe a good tour. I don't think that he'll probably sell so much first week for those who care about the whole number situation stuff. But I think he might do like a good 200 and something, which is good nowadays. Probably high 180s, 200. It all depends how how everybody likes the album, of course. But of course, I mean, him having Kendrick Lamar on it, that song may be the first song to pop off, depending on how they come in on that track. And that might be the song that they shot the music video for here in New York. With that being said, though, I mean, I'm excited. It's been some music already. Like the year's kicking off strong with the music that's dropped. We have ASAP who dropped ASAP Rocky. I'm not a really big fan of, but he started the year off. Then we had J Cole. We're gonna have Baby Keem. I think Jack Harlow said he's gonna drop something. Um, Drake is literally around the corner from dropping as well. So I think he might drop sometime March. next month. So it'll be definitely something I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna save that for that episode, though I don't really wanna talk about it in this episode since we're talking about Baby Keem. But yeah, I mean, music industry is looking like it's gonna be a strong year for music. I think a lot of people are gonna drop music. A lot of people. Funny thing is if Drake does drop next month, I'm expecting a episode 4 for those who are keeping up with this long rollout that I've been a bit annoyed about because how long it's taken. So if he does drop another episode, it'll be funny if he drops it on the day Baby Keem or the day before Baby Keem drops to kind of get at that camp since he rides with Kendrick and stuff. So it's little shots that are probably gonna be taken, whether it's Baby Keem's album throws a couple shots at him or Drake trying to sell attention and dropping an episode the day of or the day before to build the hype for the album has been supposed to drop for a minute now and has been delayed. But yeah, I think that Keem is gonna do his thing though. 12 songs. I don't know if I really want to predict which song will be my favorite just off the name, but I would say that the I'm Not a Lyricist one definitely caught my attention. I feel like he's gonna go crazy, crazy, crazy. But yeah, it doesn't have really too much features, just 4 features. I just know who Kendrick is on there. I don't know anybody else. Probably PG Ling artist, not too sure. But the 20th is when we get that album. Literally 10 days away, so it's not too far off. The rollout, but so much you could do in 10 days. I think, like I said, he's doing the documentary, so he might drop that before. I don't know if these artists really care about the whole Billboard situation anymore, but you know, it's gonna be something I'm gonna tune into, give my thoughts, and yeah, that's really it for this episode. Next week, depending on how things flow, it might just be about music again. I'm not too sure. Um, I probably would say the only album I'm really looking forward to right now at the moment is the Drake album, just because I've been waiting on it since last year. So there's rumors around that it's coming soon. So definitely might be the only other album I could think of that I'm actually waiting for. There's rumors Future may drop. I'm gonna definitely tune into that. But until there's like solid like evidence on it, or that we got a name of something or a cover art, I'm not really gonna entertain it because artists delay stuff too much. But that's really it for this episode. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, and you share. Um, but yeah, I mean, music is starting to heat up. I'm gonna definitely